Cable. I have news. Two pieces of news. One, the GTA 6, the trailer, comes out in 3 days. Big news. Very big news. Very important news. And secondly, Ian Cheong, as always, is being a bit of a weirdo. So, I woke up this morning not knowing what I was going to cover. Log on to Twitter. And I immediately see this. Manchester nightlife. Why do so many young women do this to themselves? So, from Ian Cheong, he's a bit angry. He's a bit not happy about the fact that women go to nightclubs in big cities and wear clothes that someone would wear to a nightclub where you're dancing and you're liable to get hot. So, it's not a lot of coverage going on. Things happen. If you're a normal person, you look at this and you go, okay. And many people have pointed this out, including a good friend of mine, Xander Hall, who says, there is a time when filming random women in public without their knowledge and calling them whores was seen as weird. Very true. Very true. There was a point in time in history where doing this kind of stuff, filming women coming out of nightclubs, and then using it to go, oh, what have women become? Like doing that used to be frowned upon. And even then, we see this in Ian's comments here, that, people are kind of calling him out for this, calling him weird for this. So we see this one. Do what to themselves? What are you referring to? From Cody Johnson. We have Rido.voi. Real question. Who's the creepy cameraman / woman videoing girls all night? True. And this is coming from a blue check mark. Even the blue check marks are coming out against his Ian Cheong tweet. Let me push my microphone back a little bit. That's a little loud. So we see this continue on. Discreet shipping. Elevate 420. Thank you ads. That's quite illegal, North Carolina, actually. They're going to a club, not a church. Wear makeup. Dress up. What are you complaining about now? What? Dress up as they wish and have a great night out being independent? Why do so many midlife men practice misogynistic attacks against women they don't know? Could it be they feel threatened? Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Cheong just got murdered there. I mean, they just walked. They were just walking after a good night out, man. Nothing bad here. In fact, congrats to Manchester for having safe streets. So now people who, keep in mind, I talked about this earlier in a video a couple of months ago, but one of conservatives' favorite new grift is to claim that cities are becoming increasingly more dangerous due to the rule of, like, left-wing politicians and yada yada yada. I find it excessively funny, the fact that people are seeing this video, people who might agree with Ian Cheong. I don't know for sure. This person is a blue checkmark commenting under Ian Cheong, so I'm gonna put it more towards more likely to agree, since blue checks do tend to skew more towards that side, just due to the way that check marks on Twitter were politicized, which is so weird to think that check marks on Twitter have been politicized. But I would strain to assume that this person probably agrees with Ian Cheong on a lot of points, or at least they are in the same political league. So to see this person turn this and to say, in fact, congrats to Manchester for having safe streets, for seeing this video is very funny to me. Basically just took down two of the grifts at the same time. But it has just been nothing but pure hatred going towards Ian Cheong, even in the quote tweets. Antisocial creeps, you never go out, only now discovering people dress up when they go clubbing will always be funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And this is why I want to talk about this. We've seen this said before by, once again, Zan, who I talked about earlier in this video. We've seen this said by other content creators, but genuinely it does seem like the internet and platforms like Twitter are moving towards positions where they are less in agreement with people like Elon Musk, less in agreement with people like Cheong, and they're sort of coming back to the light. The light of not being weirdo Nazis who constantly 1488 post and yada yada yada. Part of this could be to blame with maybe Twitter is in the back end, unbeknownst to Elon, trying to fix up their moderation game. I know it is pretty interesting that community notes tends to skew pretty left-wing, which could just be due to the fact that, people who are left-wing actually research facts and believe facts, unlike people in the right, which is why community notes probably has a natural favoritism towards left-wing perspectives, because left-wing perspectives aren't lies. It could also just be due to who's applying for community notes. I had a bad voice crack just there. But as well as this, I've actually seen less people named like Kill the Blacks 1488 on Twitter. I've seen less people who have those like usernames, which is very good. I like not seeing people like that. And even here on the comments, you have a bunch of blue checks looking at Ian Miles Cheong, and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what do you mean, sir? What do you mean? And I'm happy about that. Because what it means is that we are slowly approaching a place on the internet, perhaps even on Twitter, where this kind of stuff is going to be less prevalent, This virulent backlash that we got from the right is starting to slow down a lot more. Zan, again, said it himself. He said it last year. Where are these figures, like Andrew Tate, like Sneeko, like Aiden Ross, where are they going to be in a year? They're going to be nobodies. Almost no one is going to know about them, or if people who do know about them, we're barely going to talk about them. When was the last time you ever saw me mention Andrew Tate? I haven't, because he's largely irrelevant now. Same thing with Aiden Ross, same thing with Sneeko. These people have lost their relevance over time. Like, are they still popular? Yeah, but politically no one is really talking about them anymore. They aren't the topic of discussion. They aren't the subject of discussion anymore. They had their little bit of fame, they got it, and now they're just riding out that scale until they run out. And they will run out eventually. I'm pretty sure they'll run out eventually. They'll come up across a ban like Andrew Tate did. They'll just stop producing content because they don't want to. Who knows? Maybe one of them has a left-wing awakening. You never know what'll happen. But what I do know is happening, though, is that these people are becoming less popular. And I'm happy about that. Because these people don't deserve the right to control the discourse. These people don't deserve the ability to basically groom our children into believing horrific conservative beliefs. These people don't deserve that right. And quite frankly, to see them losing that power, slowly but surely, over time, is worth it. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here to see them losing. I'm here to see us winning. And more people like Ian Miles Cheong who are going to be completely washed out by this wave of our content is gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful watching them slowly fade away, as we're seeing with Ian Miles Cheong becoming increasingly unpopular, as we're seeing with people like Andrew Tate becoming increasingly unpopular, Sneeko, etc. But with that being said, if you want to help in this fight, maybe help some left-wing political content creators counteract this force, you can like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You can also join the Discord, linked down below. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. Really helps out, and you can email me if you want. With that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Gotta hit the stop recording button.